Good morning, Hoosiers, and welcome back to the Bloomington Breakfast Club. I'm Juliana Mary.
And I'm Michael Skiles. We're here at Cardinal Spirits, where we have a cocktail and spirits tasting lined up.
We are so excited. Grab your cup of coffee or your cocktail, Hoosiers. It's going to be a great morning. Today we are joined with production assistant Ben Samuelson and director of communication Erica Sagan. Thank you so much for being with us today. We are so excited to be here.
We're thrilled to have you here. Thanks so much for taking time.
Yes, of course. So tell us how Cardinal Spirits got started right here in Bloomington.
Yeah, so Cardinal Spirits opened its doors to the public in February of 2015. But of course, the idea for the distillery and building the distillery had been in the works for 5, plus years. The co-founders really had a passion for American manufacturing. They wanted to start a business where they could make something that they could hold in their hands. They were also enjoying craft spirits at the time, which was kind of just a burgeoning industry in the United States. They wanted to create a place where people would love to come to work, themselves included, and a place where we could eventually kind of treat Bloomington to this great amount of hospitality, which we eventually did by adding a bar and restaurant to our distillery. So basically, Cardinal Spirits is kind of the culmination of all of those ideas.
That is awesome.
So what makes your spirits and cocktails the best out there?
Yeah, they really are the best out there. I feel a little bit biased. I think that, we use the very best ingredients. Yeah. And so all of them really are good on their own, which you can't say about all spirits, right? Of course we want you to cocktail with them, but they are going to be smooth and they're going to be flavorful and they're going to be memorable. I think also, the distillery is an intentional distillery. So what does that really mean? It means that we're not beholden to any great-great-great-great-grandfather, great-great-uncle's, recipes. So we can be fun and we can be nimble and experimental. And I think that, people really like that about us.
Yeah, I think a good case in point with that, we recently, I guess to me, just within the last couple of years, started doing a triple sec here, our Valencia. And that was a real lengthy R&D process. We were having a hard time figuring out how to get as much like orange flavor as a lot of brands were using. Mostly they were using orange extract. In order to get it with just like premium ingredients, we had to use a considerable amount of orange peel for that. I think per a small batch of it, it's pushing like half a pound of orange zest, I think, per bottle that goes into it. And I think it's like 3 oranges worth of orange zest. So that's how we get just all that flavor. It's just by actually using those authentic ingredients in the production process. So
no flavorings, no extracts, just real ingredients.
Yeah, and it definitely shows up a lot.
Wow, I am so excited to try some here in a bit. But so I saw that Cardinal Spirits came out with their own hand sanitizer during the pandemic. And what a creative way to, make business adaptations during that time. So can you talk a little bit more about those adaptations that you guys have made to keep business moving forward during the pandemic?
Yeah, so we were so grateful to be able to help the community out with hand sanitizer. So if you flash backward, to mid-March of 2020, the pandemic had begun. The state had closed bars and restaurants, and so we had to really quickly make some changes to our business. The first was that we went carry out only, and so because of state mandates, our bar and restaurant was closed, and so we started doing cocktails to go. We kind of did that like a little bit here and there, but we had never really sunk our teeth into it, and so this was new for us to offer carry out cocktails. A couple months later, we offered carry out food. And we continue to be carry out even today, although that's changing. And maybe we'll get to that in a minute. The other big thing that we did was we started making hand sanitizer. Yeah. It's hard to believe now, but looking back, there was no hand sanitizer on shelves in mid-March. Mm-hmm. Everybody gobbled it up. The global supply chain was crazy. And, because hand sanitizer is made primarily with alcohol, we were able to step in and make it. And, we offered it for free to community members, and then we offered it for free to first responders. We wanted to make sure we got the community supplied. Ben, you could probably jump in and talk a little bit about that crazy time.
So that scaled up real fast. I remember our first batch of hand sanitizer was like 5 gallons worth. And then the next day we did a 55-gallon batch of it. And then the next day after that, it was like about a 300-gallon batch. And then we were doing a couple thousand. And before we knew it, we had, like a 10,000-gallon tank full of hand sanitizer that we were filling from. It just ramped up really rapidly. Little easier to produce, I suppose, in some regards than most of our spirits, but definitely it scaled up real quick. It was great to be a part of that, but it definitely was got a little hectic at times, just with how much we were trying to get out and how short of a time frame we were doing it.
Yeah, we paused our spirit production for a couple of months, really to prioritize hand sanitizer. So we stopped making our own spirits just so we could crank out this hand sanitizer because our community was in need.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
It's great to hear.
Yeah, I think for a couple of weeks joked that we were just a hand sanitizer company.
And we still have it. We still have hand sanitizer. We're not currently producing it still, but we still have it available for sale. We have it in small spray bottles. We have it in this size. We have it in gallons. If people need it in larger quantities, we have that. And we still hand it out for free every day here at the distillery. We hand it out with carry-out purchases for free.
Very cool.
Wow.
So I saw you guys bottle your spirits and can your cocktails to distribute them across Indiana, but now you guys are looking across state lines. What's it like taking your distillery from a statewide operation to a multi-state one?
Sure. So our spirits and our canned cocktails are available in 12 states and DC. So that's primarily Midwest states and East Coast states, and then we also distribute in California. The trickiest thing is that every state has its own laws about distributing alcohol.
Yeah, right.
And so, it's like it's starting over every time when you enter a new state. So you do have to grow carefully, and you have to make sure that you're compliant, with their state laws, and also that you have some staff to, sell the spirits in that state. So, but it's exciting. We definitely plan to keep growing, and hopefully we will be available in all the states very soon.
There you go. Here's hoping.
Yes, and you guys have such a cool space here, right on the Beeline Trail in Bloomington. I cannot wait to come visit. When are you guys reopening things again for more than just carry out?
Thank you for asking. I know we hear from people all the time, when are you reopening? We have been carry out only since last March. So our bar and restaurant and tasting room, which is on site here at the distillery, and it's such a fun place, has been closed. And thankfully the community has completely supported our carry out operations, both carry out cocktails, carry out food, carry out spirits. And if we hadn't gotten that community support, we might not have been able to continue doing that. I can tell you some very exciting news. We are planning to reopen for dine-in probably mid to late May. We are waiting for our staff to get vaccinated, and when we can reopen safely for our staff and for the community, we will. But yeah, really excited to announce that news.
That is so exciting. Perfect, just in time for summer to go sit out on the porch.
Yes.
But
Real estate.
yes. Well, I am so excited because we get a little sneak peek of some of these cocktails. Let's go get over to the tasting.
Absolutely, let's do it.
So now that we've heard a little bit more about how Cardinal Spirits came to be, we get to taste some of the amazing products that they make right here at this location.
Yeah, so excited.
Absolutely. All right, Ben, what should we start with?
We ought to start probably with some Bramble.
All right.
So this is our black raspberry flavored vodka that we make here. I was kind of mentioning this a little bit earlier, where we like to use authentic ingredients for flavoring our spirits. For making this, what we're doing, we're not adding like a black raspberry flavored syrup or anything like that to it. We're taking a batch of our vodka and we're steeping pound after pound of fresh black raspberry into the vodka and just letting that steep. We're usually letting that steep almost 2 weeks in there before we pull it out. A little bit of hibiscus flower goes into here, hair of agave syrup, just to kind of sweeten it out. But just get some really nice flavor because we're just putting all those berries in there.
Awesome.
Fruity, but
Wow.
it's kind of on the drier side.
Yeah, it's not
Right.
overwhelmingly sweet, but it definitely has a little bit of a sweetness to it.
Gotcha.
And like you said earlier, all of our spirits are meant to be enjoyed straight, but this is also awesome in cocktails. Two of our favorites are to put it into a mule. So you swap regular vodka for Bramble and you get a Bramble mule. It's awesome. It's one of our best-selling cocktails here at our tasting room.
I
Wow.
bet. That is
And
so
it's
cool.
screwdriver,
Thank you.
too.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Screwdrivers are
Great.
fun because you can float it on top of the orange juice, and you get like a
Right.
kind of a cool color thing going on.
So what should we be looking for when we're taking a shot? Should we, how do we taste how do we get the best taste out of it? What kind of
Well, one
things
thing
should
that
we
I always
do?
think is important, your sense of taste and smell are all connected together. So I think it's always nice to get a little bit of a smell in before you try it. If able, smell while your mouth is just a little bit open to try to get them both working together,
Okay.
and you'll get just a little bit more out of it that way.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome.
Just sip. You don't have to shoot it. Doesn't
Yeah,
have to
that's
be a-
also
Okay.
that's also-
All right. There we go. Wow, that is really good.
Wow.
It's actually really good.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
It's so smooth. Wow.
Wow, yeah, that was a lot smoother than I expected.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. I'm used
Oh my
to the,
gosh.
I'm used to the cheap stuff.
Yeah.
So this is some of that quality.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
And
that was
just look
really
at this packaging. I mean, these are bottles that I would never want to throw away. I would, keep it out as a decoration and, so beautiful
They are
the
awesome
way that.
bottles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
People use them as like water bottles at home once or vases.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They can be repurposed.
Yeah, it's nice thick glass. It's not going to break real quickly on you or anything. So
Yeah.
it's good
Awesome.
stuff.
Very cool.
So the next thing, we're going to shift gears a little bit from vodka, although not by too much. We're going to try one of our gins next. Gin is basically like the original flavored vodka. It's also like vodka. It's made from a neutral spirit. Could be made from anything. We make ours from grape as our base ingredient, but you can make vodka from pretty well anything. And that's the case with gin as well, but gin is always flavored with juniper berry. Comes from like an evergreen shrub. It's why gins have that kind of, sometimes they'll have a little bit of almost like a tiny like Christmas tree kind of a thing going on with them. Now you don't have to just flavor with juniper berry. There's plenty that don't do much else besides that. But you can get wild and crazy with your other botanical ingredients when you're making gin. And that's going to be the case with the next one. Before I pour it though, I'm going to have you all smell some of the botanicals
Oh,
here.
neat.
Oh,
So this
wow.
is Terra. Most of our gin recipes that we'll do here,
No
we
way.
know all the
Oh,
ingredients that are
wow.
going into
Ooh.
it. That's not the case with this stuff.
Wow.
It does smell
Hey,
good.
It's very refreshing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we only know a handful of ingredients in here. There is an Israeli mint varietal in here that is providing a lot of those notes.
Yeah,
There's
so
got-
we work with a custom spice blender in
Yeah.
New York
Mhm.
to make this Terra gin. And so he's basically putting together all the botanicals for
Yep.
us. And
Wow.
He gives a few secrets,
Mhm.
just so that we're always guessing. But yeah, this is going to be so different from any other gin you've tasted.
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes you're like, gin on its own, really? But I think you guys are definitely going to enjoy this.
Really?
Very smooth,
Awesome.
really interesting flavor.
Excited after smelling that. That was like
Yeah.
really cool. All right.
All right.
It is crazy.
Oh my
how
gosh.
much- how
I
much
have
that's-
never tasted gin like that before. That
Right?
is so
That is
unique.
so good. That literally tastes like what we just smelled, like
Yes.
in liquid form.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
so amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Much more refreshing and definitely no need for any type of chaser or anything.
Yeah.
It's very smooth.
And also really has a lot of versatility for cocktails and whatnot too.
Yeah, it makes
I
a great
bet.
gin and tonic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I couldn't
I
imagine.
bet.
That'd be
Our
so
bartenders
good.
were doing a real neat take on an old fashioned using that gin as well, and it was really wonderful. It was a good after shift drink here at the bar, but
Yeah.
hopefully those times will be coming back soon. So
Yes.
It's featured in the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
very exciting for us.
Yep.
Wow. Oh my
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
yes, definitely one of our more acclaimed spirits that we have here. And I think now we're ready for our dessert course here.
All right.
Oh.
So next one we're going to try, this is a Songbird. This is our coffee liqueur. A lot of times, again, a lot of folks that are making coffee liqueurs, they'll just have some like coffee
flavorings that they're using. We're using an outrageous amount of coffee for making this. We get our coffee from Hopscotch, which is do some coffee roasting just down the street here. It's a Nicaraguan dark roast that we're using for that. We use.
Oh, wow. Smells like coffee.
Yeah, there is nearly a pound of coffee per bottle, I believe, that we're using.
Wow.
At our batch size right now. For making this, we steep a coffee bean and a little bit of fresh vanilla bean into our vodka. We steep that for a week. We then blend that with a syrup that we make here in-house. The syrup is basically, we make a giant cauldron of coffee and then blend sugar into that, creating a syrup, and then we blend those two together. So,
Wow.
not very many ingredients going into this,
Yeah.
that's for
Four,
sure.
right? Four ingredients, I think. So
Yeah.
awesome.
There you go.
I am a
Give it a try.
huge coffee fan, so I'm very excited.
Oh my god.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
That truly is so good. Oh my goodness.
It's insane.
That is so good.
It slips into a cup of coffee seamlessly.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet.
Oh my gosh.
Coffee, hot coffee.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Also
Wow.
makes like the best White Russians.
Oh my gosh,
A surprisingly
I can
good
only
combination
imagine.
is
Wow.
actually doing a White Russian with the Bramble instead of regular vodka.
Okay.
Those two play strangely well together.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's a good drink, but yeah, just
Crazy good.
yeah, great way to start a lazy Saturday. You didn't have anything going on, but it's
Yes.
good anytime.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can really taste all the actual ingredients and the process behind it. It definitely shows in the product. I mean, the fact that these are so smooth and actually taste good is, you know, so
Yeah.
refreshing.
Yeah, you can taste how
We're
much
so
work
happy
you
you
do.
noticed that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right,
Awesome.
should we dip into our canned cocktails now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think
Yes.
so.
So we make 4 canned cocktails. We have a Maui Mule and a Bramble Mule, so those are variations on a Moscow Mule. And then we've got a vodka soda, and then our newest is bourbon cream soda, which I think you're really gonna love. So, you know, we wanted to make cocktails that were well made and convenient and shareable. I don't know if you've ever tried to bring a cocktail to a party or like a dinner and you show up with a bottle of gin and some bottles of tonic and some ice and some limes and a cup and like what?
It gets a lot more
Yeah.
complicated.
You got your hands
You know,
full.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got your hands full, and then you're stuck at like the island making, you know, drinks for everybody all night.
Mhm.
So these are just super convenient. They're, you know, great at the end of a long day. They're great to bring to a park, on a boat, to the beach. Just share with the friends around a campfire. There's literally nowhere these cannot go. So,
Okay.
yeah. Which one do you guys want to start with?
Well, so Moscow mules are definitely my favorite. So this Maui mule is calling my name.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
it's passion fruit and ginger, and just like our spirits, we use real ingredients for these cocktails. There's no
Wow.
syrups, so it's real fruit and it's real ginger. So you definitely are going to get that kick from like an authentic Moscow mule. So
Right.
yeah, no syrups or extracts
cool.
here.
It's just
Crack 'em open.
it's such
Should
a
we
cool
crack 'em
yeah,
open?
it's such a cool concept that you already got it. I mean the cocktail's right here. You
Yep.
know?
Yeah.
Right,
No
yep.
assembly required.
And again, this packaging is just, I mean, it's the cutest can ever.
Very cool.
Okay.
That is really good.
Oh my gosh, it's the perfect amount of carbonation. I'm not a fan of like a huge amount of carbonation. This is like the perfect balance.
Yeah,
That
this
is
is like
great.
sunshine in a can.
Yeah.
Yes,
That is
this,
the perfect
I need to be like
description.
on a boat or like on a beach drinking
Exactly. Yep.
Wow. Going
this.
for
Very, very good. Wow.
Great.
Amazing.
Yeah, well, we could probably move on to our Bramble Mule after that, since it's another mule. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Bramble Mule is actually inspired, and the Maui Mule too, by some of our most popular cocktails that we served here at the distillery. So at the distillery, we make a Bramble Mule using our Bramble Black Raspberry Vodka, ginger beer, lime. And even though it hasn't been on the menu in a really long time, it's always like one of our most popular cocktails. People just know to ask for it. It is honestly just our favorite twist on a mule. So because it was so popular, we knew it was going to do really well in a can. So go ahead, crack it open, give it a
Okay,
try.
awesome.
All right.
Raspberries,
Yes.
ginger, hibiscus, some nice bubbly carbonation.
Little
And,
explosion. Let's see.
and yeah, these are meant to be drank cold right from the can. So You don't really, need a glass or ice
Wow.
or
Oh,
anything
wow.
like that. Although I do think, Juliana, maybe pour it out just so people can see like the
Yes.
beautiful color. So if you do pour it out, it's
Oh,
going to
wow.
be a gorgeous cocktail.
I mean, this is just unlike any other seltzer, anything on the market, canned beverages. I mean, look at like the coloring of this.
Yeah, that looks like something you'd get at a bar. If you
Yes.
actually walked into a
Yeah.
bar and ordered it,
Yeah.
there it is.
Yeah.
Really, that was the whole point.
Wow.
So, yeah.
You guys nailed
Wow.
All right, well, do you want to try another one?
Yes.
Yeah,
one
sure.
of your favorites, bourbon
it.
cream
You know,
soda.
I feel like saving bourbon cream soda for the end.
The end? Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of the
Okay.
treat. That's the little treat I want for the end.
All right, so vodka soda. This is literally just vodka and club soda. So
Okay.
there's no flavorings. You can add anything you want. Squeeze a lime, squeeze a lemon, a little bit of, strawberry puree or something like that. But this is just meant to be the classic, made in exactly the right proportions so that you're going to have a delicious cocktail.
Right.
0 grams of sugar, 94 calories. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Ooh, that is crisp,
Oh
refreshing.
my gosh, so smooth.
I just can't believe it.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
definitely
description.
not like most vodka sodas that I have tasted do not taste this good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
Really
great
good,
food,
actually.
Right? No bite.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
honestly.
convenient. The can says your go-to to go. I love that.
It is your go-to, right?
Yeah.
Everybody goes to a vodka soda every once in a while.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
It's so nice
Yes.
on a real hot day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I
It's
bet.
only a few weeks away from that coming up here.
Yes.
I can imagine.
All
Goodness,
right.
that's really good.
Michael, who's
Okay,
on
I'm
Your
so
favorite.
excited.
Bourbon, please, bourbon,
From the
cream
moment I
soda.
walked in here and saw these, I was just,
Yeah.
I was
did you
so
guys ever
excited.
drink cream soda as a kid?
oh, I did.
You did?
Oh,
Yeah.
love cream soda.
So
So
it's
this
meant to
is,
be kind of nostalgic, right?
Yeah.
For cream soda as a kid, but now it's all grown up into this adult beverage. And one thing I want you guys to notice is that it is not overly sweet. So it's
Okay.
not syrupy and thick. It's just a dry cocktail that you can have more than one of if you choose. So
gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, crack
Well,
it open.
cheers.
Cheers. So pumped for this one. Can already smell it. Just
Yeah.
right
Oh my
away.
gosh.
yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a good one.
Oh, that is really
Yeah.
good.
Oh my goodness.
gosh.
I will openly say I am not
Wow.
a bourbon fan, and this is so good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hear it.
That cream soda part is like, it's there, but it's not overpowering the bourbon, you know? You guys balanced that tremendously.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
Wow.
we worked really hard on this one. It's important to get that balance right, as you mentioned. And it's brand new. It's our newest. And we're thinking that we might release 2 more canned cocktails this year if we can get to it.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so exciting, and
Yeah.
these can be found in grocery stores, right?
Yeah, so here in Bloomington, Big Red. I've seen them at Kroger as well, and you can find them right here at the distillery.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that is
That's
awesome.
great.
Be sure to pick some of these up. I am totally blown away by the amazing ingredients that go into this. You know.
Definitely
Thank you
recommend
for
it.
giving
no
it a
doubt.
try. I
Yes.
really appreciate it.
Yes, of
Yeah, thank
course.
you for your time.
Now it is time for the BTown Buzz, where we share this week's events going on around Bloomington and IU's campus. First up, we have Thursday night at 7 p.m. The Media School will present a screening of Back to the Future at the Starlight Drive-In Theater. The event is free and open to the public.
And on Saturday, TEDx Bloomington will be hosting a virtual TED Talk focusing on answering life's big questions.
The Woolery Farmers Market will be held Saturday from 8 to 12 at the Woolery Mill. Be sure to stop by and support local Indiana vendors.
And on Sunday, the Bluebird will be hosting a Wizard Fest Harry Potter party, which will feature trivia, a Tri-Wizard tournament, and even a live sorting hat.
Thank you for spending your morning here with us at Cardinal Spirits.
If you're interested in joining our TBBC team, please be sure to contact Amy at amygala@iu.edu.
Have a great week, Hoosiers.